So we're going to start with a nice, comfortable, seated position, whatever that might look like for you. And as always, if you want to switch the camera off and just be in your own space, feel free. And we'll relax the shoulders, relax the face, and close or lowering the eyes, whatever feels right for you today. Lovely. I'm just going to settle the sitting bones down onto the floor. Feel that lovely long spine lifted up, and we're feeling a sense of activity in the body already. There's a gentle lift of the heart, but a soft tuck of the chin. So we've got a lovely long neck. And just starting to feel the breath coming in and out of the body. In through the nose and out through the nose to start with. And just seeing how that all feels in the body. Can we soften the forehead and the jaw? Allow the shoulder blades to slide down the back. And then in your own time, allowing the breath to come in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And keeping that lovely long rhythm. And as we inhale, feel the belly expand, the chest lift. As we exhale, just releasing the shoulders a little more, allowing the upper body to relax a little bit more. Lovely. We're going to keep that cadence of breath going with that lovely long exhale as we just start to move into the shoulders a little bit. So you're going to inhale, take the shoulders up to the ears, and as you exhale and sigh out, shoulders come down. In that lovely sense that as we breathe, we are energizing the body. So we often have a habit of breathing into the chest throughout the day. This is a chance to expand the belly. Wonderful, lovely. Few more. Perfect. So let's take one more up. Let it out. And then let the breath come back to a nice natural rhythm. Just finding a rhythm that suits you in and out through the nose ideally, but it is cold and flu season, so if the nose is a little bit blocked, just breathe however feels comfortable for you. We're going to rest the fingertips very gently onto the floor. We're going to start to bring more movement into the body. So as we inhale, we're going to scoop the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist the body, hand to the opposite knee, looking over that back shoulder. Pause in there for just 2 or 3 breaths. We're squeezing into the twist. Then an inhale is going to lift you all the way back up to center. Arms are following. And as you exhale, twist to the opposite side. Looking over the shoulder. Noticing how it feels on the body. Inhaling, taking it all the way up, reach into the sky. And then exhale, let's bring it down. Roll the wrists. Give the arms a lovely little shake out. Let's plant the right hand down to the floor. Going to inhale, sweep the left arm up, and then as we exhale, leaning over to the side. So this bottom hand might walk out a little bit further. The forearm might come down to the floor, it might not. Reaching over, opening the ribs, the belly. Perfect. Lovely. On an inhale, we're going to use our bellies, our backs, our arms to come all the way up, and then exhale, windmill over, all the way to the other side. Rooting the sitting bones down so we're not sort of lifted off the bottom. Perfect. Reaching there for a few breaths. Lovely. Let's inhale all the way back to center. Then we're going to turn this into a little bit of a flow. So we're going to exhale over to the side and then inhale straight back up. Exhale over to the side. So the inhale's leading you up, the exhale's bringing you over. And we're really starting to activate the belly, so maybe lifting the pelvic floor. Lifting the tummy up and in so we've got a lovely strong back. Fabulous. Let's take it just one more time on each side. Here's what I was trying to say. Lovely. And then we're going to bring it back to center when you're done. And again, yawn it down. Move the jaw, move the arms and the legs. Starting to now just give them a little shake off. And then we're going to move over to our hands and knees, our tabletop position. So you can be bare feet or you can be socks. I know it's definitely socks kind of weather. Just making sure nothing's slidey. So these ones have got like little grips on. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to go to our cat-cow tilts. So inhaling, lifting the head and the chest, pointing the bottom. Exhale, rounding the back, pushing the spine to the sky. Inhale, taking it up. And exhale, rounding. And let's just flow through that with your breath. Unlocking the elbows, making everything lovely and fluid. Fabulous. Perfect. Really lovely. We're going to maybe take it side to side. Maybe just wiggling around the back and the body, really freestyling it, see how the body feels. And then we're settling back into center. Feel free to have a little shake off of the wrists. They can just feel a little tense, especially if we've been sort of using our hands all morning on the computer. Then coming back down when you are ready. We're going to tuck the toes under, come up into our downward facing dog now. So starting to get some big energy going. Feel free to pedal out the legs here. Taking your time. Again, you can swing the hips. You can do what feels right for you. Lovely. And then when you are ready, we're going to come to a lunge position. So you can either bring the knees down and step the right foot forward, or you can come from downward facing dog by swinging the right leg back and then stepping it forward, whatever feels right. We're going to bring that back knee down, resting on the air. Front knee is directly over the ankle, so we're not in a runner's lunge. We're nice and stacked in your own time, rolling it up so that body becomes lifted. Fabulous. See if maybe we can melt the hips forward and down, but without moving that knee. Lovely. Fabulous. We're going to bring in a little bit of movement with the arms. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to reach them back and down. Inhale is going to start bringing them back up again. And the exhale is going to take them back and down. Lovely. So take your time here. Once again, following your breath. This is a beautiful movement to open the heart and the chest. Stop our rounding. Lovely. Ooh. Let's take it back one more time. This time as you come back, we're going to pause it there as if we were going to reach to the back foot. Another option here is to then interlace the fingers. Pull the hands back and down. Lovely. Nice heart opener here. Fabulous. If that doesn't suit, you can always hold hands or hold forearms. See what feels good. Energy in the lower body. We're going to push into that front foot and see if we can start with maybe a bit of a wobble to straighten the leg. Lovely. Find a little bit of balance. And if you want to, we're going to take the fold over the leg. Lovely. Fabulous. Perfect. Let's inhale. Take it all the way up. Release the hands. Bring the knee into the bent position. Bring the hands back to the floor. Lovely. Should be feeling a little warmer now. Let's plant the left hand on the earth. Inhale, right arm up and come into a lovely twist towards the thigh. Twisting is a great way to energize the body. It clears the way for prana to flow. If we wanted to, we could tuck the back toes under and lift that back knee up to make it a little bit of a bigger movement. But again, whatever suits your body. Fabulous. Let's bring down that knee, bring down the hand. We're going to sweep the right foot back and push back up to a downward facing dog. Take a little walk out, a little shimmy of the hips. See how that's all starting to feel on the body. Lovely. So we're going to take that on to the other side. So again, you can drop the knees if you wish. Step the left foot forward. Or we're swinging that left leg up on an inhale and through and down on an exhale to the lunge. Choosing your journey. Dropping the back knee when we get there, really rooting the legs down and then rolling the body up nice and steady. Lovely tall body. Seeing maybe again if we can melt the hips a little bit further down, just opening the hip joints. When you feel balanced, and it might be different on both sides, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. As we exhale, they're coming back and down. So the inhale is going to sweep them up, and the exhale is taking them back and down. Wonderful. Taking your time. Really try and see if you can slow it down on this side. Filling the lungs with all that fresh energy. Wonderful. Lovely. Let's take it up one more time. And then as you exhale, hands come back and down. And we're choosing to maybe interlace the fingers, pull them back and away. Fabulous. Perfect. Lifting the heart. Lovely. So all of this is optional, but if we did on the other side, we're going to start to straighten into that front leg. Find the balance. Lovely. And then you may choose to bring in that fold. Lovely. Work into where your body wants to be. And let's lift up. Nice big inhale. As we exhale, release the hands, bend the knee. Come back down to that lovely low lunge. This time we're planting the right hand and we're inhaling, left arm up. Perfect. Lifting up that back knee if you wish. Lovely. Let's release the knee, release the hand, and then step it back. Let's take it back up into a downward facing dog when we're ready. Couple of nice big breaths there, really pushing the heart to the thighs. Fabulous. In your own time, we're going to bring the knees to the earth, come back into our tabletop position. Lovely. We're going to really fire up some agony, some inner fire in the belly. So let's take that right leg back and away. And then lift it up, no higher than the hip, because we're making a beautiful line. So if we've gone higher, we might be tweaking the back a little, so keep it nice and level. If you want to, we're going to reach forward with the left hand to make one gorgeous line. But if that feels like a little too much, if we're wibbling, let's pull the tummy muscles in so we've got a flat back. Wonderful. Bringing it down when you're ready. Take a little bit of movement here, maybe swinging the hips. Lovely. Rooting back down to center, we're going to take the left leg out this time and then lifting up, activating that belly, activating the pelvic floor. Taking the right arm out in front if and when you're ready. Perfect. Let's bring it down. Sit back on the heels. Give the arms a lovely shake out. Really releasing the wrists, the shoulders. Fabulous. So if you really don't like being on the knees, that's absolutely fine. Come to the sitting bones. Otherwise, we're going to stay here just for a little while. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Take the arms by the sides. We're going to inhale, lift the arms. As we exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, come into a goddess arms. Inhale, let's take it up. And exhale, bend. So we're going to stick with this movement for a few breaths. Inhaling with a big lift up and exhaling down. If you wanted to get a little bit more energy in the body, you're feeling like you need to wake up a little bit. As you bend the elbows, you might lift off the heels. As the arms come up, you come down. So there's a lot going on. It's a little bit like trying to pat your head and rub your belly at the same time. So get into that rhythm. Little squeeze of the glutes maybe as you get to the top. That's really powerful for the hips. If we've been sat down all morning, that can feel good to activate. Lovely. We're going to come up one more time and let's just pause there. Lovely. So we've got hips over the knees. Nice strong goddess arms. Lovely. Taking out the right leg when you're ready, foot comes in line with the knee. Perfect. We're going to take a lovely big breath in, reach up. And as we exhale, we're going to take left hand to the earth and come down. Lovely. So keeping the hips stacked onto the knees, so we're pushing the hips forward. Lovely open heart. You might even take the arm way over the head so it's a bit more of a side stretch. You might not. Perfect. When you're ready, inhale, let's lift all the way back up. Fabulous. As you exhale, you're going to rebend the arms into goddess. Lovely. We're going to bring that knee in and then take the left one out. Lovely. Beautiful. Big breath in. Let's reach up. As you exhale, right hand comes to the earth. Fabulous. And then if you wanted to reach over, then you can. Pushing the foot to the earth. Wonderful. Perfect. Nice bit of lift in the belly, in the pelvic floor. As we inhale, come all the way up. As we exhale, bend the elbows, bring that knee back in. Lovely. Let's release. Whoa, give the arms a shake. Bring the bottom back down to the heels for a moment. You're going to take the knees out lovely and wide, so they might be as wide as the yoga mat. And then you're going to walk the hands forward and just release down. Coming into a wide leg child's pose here. So you can have the arms extended, or you might bring the arms around the sides of the body. Or you could root the elbows into the earth. Bring the hands together over the head. Just breathing there for 2 or 3 more breaths. Fabulous. And when you're ready, starting to make our way up to a tabletop. So coming back in, knees back underneath the hips, hands back under the shoulders. We're going to move to a thread the needle, really lovely twist here. So we'll start with taking the right arm up and out. Lovely big breath in. And as you exhale, you're threading it under the body. And then as you do, head and shoulder meet the earth. Now, if the earth feels a little bit far away, you can always pop a cushion or a yoga block underneath there. That's absolutely fine. Lovely. Pausing here for a few more breaths. You might decide to peel the left hand off the floor and wrap it around the back. It can be really great for our posture. But if it causes too much pressure on the neck, just bring it back down. Perfect. Maybe just 2 more breaths here. Bringing the hand back down to the ground if you've wrapped it. And then let's nice and slowly roll all the way back up, and perhaps lifting that right hand up to the sky. And then bringing it back down. Take a little bit of movement here. A couple of cat-cow tilts can be really powerful just to move into that energy that we've created. Perfect. Then we're going to take that on to the other side. So left arm comes up and out. Lovely big breath in. And exhale. Thread it under. Let's rest the head and the shoulder to the earth. If you did on the other side, you may now wrap this right arm around the back. Reach into the opposite hip. And just feeling that twist. Does it feel the same or very different on both sides? Lovely. 2 more breaths here. Then unwinding that right arm. And a lovely big breath in to lift us out of the twist, reaching up to the sky. And then exhale, bringing it down. Again, some cat-cow tilts here, or even just any movement that feels good. Lovely. In our own time, we're going to come to sitting. So you might just cross the ankles and roll backwards, or you might sweep the legs round, whichever feels like the right way for you. Come to a nice tall seated position. If you've got your legs crossed, I want you to look down, and then I want you to uncross them and recross them in the other direction. Just playing with where we fall with our habits. Fabulous. Lifting the gaze once again. Take a moment here just to settle the breath. Lovely. Maybe choosing now to close or lower the eyes. We're going to take the head over to the right hand side. Just letting it fall gently towards the shoulder. You might take the right hand up and over so it rests on the side of the head for a very gentle pull. We're not yanking anything. We're just creating a little bit more heaviness, a bit more stretch. Perfect. Releasing that hand away, very gently lifting the head back to center. Give the shoulders a couple of rolls. Nice and slowly, just slowing down everything now. And then let's take that onto the other side. So letting the head fall to the left-hand side now. And then the left hand might come up and meet the head for a little bit more resistance. Perfect. Bringing it up and back into center when you're ready. Again, a little roll of the shoulders, just easing in to any release, any tension. Lovely. Let's make our way down to the earth. So we're just bringing the feet flat to the floor, plenty of mat behind you. We're going to roll down, so you may hold the back of the thighs or you may reach out, and we're just starting to tuck the chin Roll the back down to the earth, nice and slowly, until we can release the spine to the ground, and then bring the knees up to the belly. Give yourself a little hug in, little rock from side to side. Fabulous. When we're ready, we're going to bring those feet flat to the floor. Knees are bent upwards, and then we're going to take the right foot to rest on the left thigh. So we're coming into a figure 4 position. This very gently opens that right hip. Lovely. We might find that that's enough to keep the hips active, or we might reach around that left thigh and pull it in towards the belly. Just finding a point that feels maybe challenging, but never painful. Perfect. Just breathing into that. Maybe feeling it in the glutes, the thigh, the hip. Lovely. When you're ready, very gently releasing that leg. Then the right leg is going to follow round that left leg. So instead of bringing it back to the floor, we're actually going to cross the legs as if we were just sort of lay here, legs crossed, chilling out. Taking the arms out to the side, we're going to turn this into a twist. So lovely deep breath in, and as you exhale, let the knees fall over to the left-hand side. Lovely. So that right leg's on top of the left, a little squeeze, and then we let it go over. Fabulous. Just taking some time to breathe there. Wonderful. Let's bring it back up to center on an inhale, and then unwind the legs. Give them a little shimmy, a little shake. Finding our center once again. Then we're going to take that onto the other side. So this time we're going to take the left foot onto the right thigh. Let that left knee fall out. And if we did on the other side, we might find that we want to reach around this time to the right thigh and squeeze in, finding that lovely sweet spot. Lovely steady breaths here. And then we're releasing the hands away from the thigh, letting the left leg carry on across the right, so we're in a cross-legged position. And then when you're ready, arms out by the sides, lovely breath in, and then exhale, knees fall over to the right-hand side this time. Lovely, a couple more breaths there. And then inhaling all the way back to center, Unwind the legs, and then let's take the legs down flat to the earth. Take a big full body stretch, maybe the hands above the head, rolling the wrists and the ankles. Give the whole body a little shimmy, a little shake. And then come to rest down on the floor. So if you prefer to have the knees bent, then you could have the knees bent. If you feel comfortable with the legs long, you choose that option. If you've had the knees bent, you might take the feet out wide and let the knees fall in towards each other. Finding a little bit of stillness. Taking the hands to the belly. Closing or lowering the eyes now. Allow the rhythm of the breath to just be natural. And notice what the mind is doing. Is it chattering away or is it quiet? If the thoughts try and take you off to the rest of the day or what you need to do, just bring it back, resting here for a few moments more. You might even just say to yourself, I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Taking a few more long and slow breaths here. And very gently encouraging a few deeper breaths. Maybe a few sighs out through the mouth. And then slowly making your way to roll onto one side, just for a moment. It's a great way to just reset the body, wake up. And then use your hands to push yourself up to a seated position. Lovely. Find that lovely long spine. Bring the hands together at the heart, nod the head for a moment, and just thank yourself for taking this little practice today. So important for you. Namaste.